Hey guys, Amy Starr Allen here, and as promised, I want to start answering some of the questions you guys sent in about YouTube marketing, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial today about somebody asked, how do I get leads from my YouTube videos? So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick today. And just so you know, I have a webinar coming up next week where I'm going to do a couple hours worth of YouTube marketing training. So I'll be covering a lot of your questions in there. And I'm also going to be leaving time at the end for Q&A. So if you have questions about marketing on YouTube, be sure and come to the webinar and let me know what your questions are. So I'll answer them live that night. To register for that, there'll be a link underneath this video. It's just youtube.successwithamy.com. Okay, so how do you get leads from your YouTube videos? So here I am on my channel, and I've got a bunch of videos here. And this is such a crucial part about marketing on YouTube. If you're marketing on YouTube because you want to collect leads, then you need to have a link under your video where people can click and go put in their contact information. Now, so here's one of my videos, and so if you can see down here is where you put in your description, and I'll show you how to do that. But you see, I have 3 links at the top here. You don't have to have 3, but what I recommend is in this video, this is talking about the webinar that I just told you guys about. So I'm talking about this webinar, and the very first link I have here is to register for the webinar. So this is where I'm going to get, it's going to take people to this page where they can click here and claim their spot to this free training. And when they do that, that's essentially a lead because they're leaving their contact information there for me. So I definitely recommend having, I don't know what just happened. Here's where you put in your description. So I definitely recommend having a link to a capture page, not just to any old website, because if you just send them to a website, they can get lost reading around, jumping around on your website. You want to send them to a page where they can actually leave their contact information. In order for the link to be live, it has to start with http://. If it doesn't have that in there, then I don't know. Let me go see if I can get this to show like it would normally show. Okay, so first of all, you want to make sure that the link is the first thing you put in under your video, because if you can see here, if I click show more, the rest of my description will drop down, but a lot of people won't even bother clicking that. So you want to make sure that your link is right here at the top, because otherwise, if it's buried down here, they might never get to it, okay? So you want to make sure it's the first thing you put in there. Make sure it's got that HTTP. See how it's blue and clickable? If that HTTP wasn't in there and it just said www. whatever, it wouldn't work. So make sure it's got that. And then, so in this particular case, I have a few different links. I also have a link here if they just want to join my subscriber list and they're not interested in the webinar, which is another capture page. If they click on it, it takes them to another page where they can go and leave their email address. Again, generating a lead, okay? And I don't know why this keeps going back to that, but anyway. And then the last link I have here is just a link to my website. And actually what's better to do than what I did here is, normally I go back and re-edit this once I publish the blog post, but I usually embed this video on my blog. So what would be even better for me to do, and I can actually do this while I have you on right here. If I go to my blog, I can just go right to the post where I embedded this video that talks about what I'm talking about in the video. So here it is, free YouTube marketing webinar. So if I click on that, it's going to take me directly to the post. And up here, you'll see I've got that video embedded right here, okay? And it gives some more information about this webinar. But if I click this link up here, instead of just sending people to amystarallen.com, I'm sending them to this particular post. So I want to copy that and replace it in here in my description. I normally come back and do this. I just haven't done it yet. once I publish my blog post, I usually come and replace this link with the actual link to the actual post. And what that does is it creates a backlink to my website, which helps my website rank in the search engines, which is a whole other lesson, but just know that that's a good thing to do. But you definitely don't want to have a link to the blog be the first thing at the top, because, you know, although they can opt in different places on my blog, it's not obvious what to do. Whereas this link and this link just take them to a page where there's nothing to do except leave their email address, which is what helps me generate a lead each time someone does that. Okay, so let's come back to, I'll just show you a couple of other examples. Let's see. And so like I have different videos that are going to different capture pages. Like this one is about internet traffic formula, was a product that I was promoting. So here's a video talking about that. And the first link I have here is traffic.successwithamy.com. So I'm talking about how to get more traffic to your website. If someone clicks on this, it's going to take them to, this is closed now, but at the time it was a page where people could register to learn more about internet traffic formula, which was my particular capture page. And again, I was generating leads by doing that. Okay, so you can, depending on what your video is about, you want to make sure that your capture page link underneath the video is congruent with whatever your video is about. Here's a video I did about 6 steps to creating a better version of yourself. Okay, so this video, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. This video, what I'm doing is I'm talking about 6 steps to creating a better version of yourself. And one of the things I talk about is some of the benefits that we have for people when they join our team, some of the resources that we provide for people. And so I give them a link right here to join my team. So if they click here, they can join my team for $25. And I talk about that in the video. That's why I have the link right here. I say, you know, under this video, there'll be a link where you can join my team and get access to, see here, it says join my team and get access to the 90-day challenge here. So I'm talking about this 90-day challenge that we were starting, where to create a better version of yourself, one of the things that's great to do is to have a step-by-step action plan and accountability, which is what the 90-day challenge is. If they want to learn more about the 90-day challenge, they could click here. And this is, again, it's a link to a particular capture page where they can put in their email to get more information about the 90-day challenge. So I hope that makes sense. Basically, the idea is to always have a link underneath your video that is congruent with the message in your video, so that, and I usually have a call to action in my video as well. So in my actual video, I'm saying, click the link below to get more information, or click the link below to join my team. And whatever I'm telling them to do, that's the first link that I have here. Now, the other thing that I do, so this is where you would type in your description. The other thing that I always do is at the very bottom of my description, I put one link, I put another link one more time. And the reason I do that is because sometimes when people do take the time, let me just refresh this so you can see what I mean. When people do take the time to read through the whole description, what happens is, this isn't a very long description, but if it was, some of my descriptions are really long. And if they go through the whole thing and get to the bottom, if there's a link right here, like here I talk about the 90-day challenge, and then I'm saying join the 90-day challenge here. And there's a link right here where they can join. So they don't have to go back up here and find the link. Just basic human psychology, for whatever reason, a lot of people, if there's not a link down here, they won't go back up to get a link. So you definitely want to provide the most important link, you know, the primary link for that particular YouTube video. You want to put it at the bottom as well as the top. So whatever this first link is that you're putting, put it at the bottom again. And you can it's okay to only have one link. I sometimes have 2, but whatever you're doing, just make sure that you're explaining in the video, you know, click the link below to XYZ. Tell them what they're going to get when they click the link below. So you're telling them what to do. You're telling them what they're going to get when they join. When they, like I say, click the link below to join my team. So when they click here, they know that this is going to take them to a page where they can join my team. Or, you know, click the other link to get more information about the 90-day challenge. So they always know what they're getting. So I hope that makes sense. And, you know, like I said, just make sure that whatever link you put in has, I've got so many different capture pages that I use for different things. Like, I'll show you one more example. Here's 5 things you must have to succeed online. So for this video, so for this video, I'm basically talking about the 5 things you need to succeed online. So when they click here, it takes them to a capture page. Once again, you want to make sure if your goal is to get leads, you want to make sure that you're taking them to a page like here they are. They're at a page where they can just put in their email address and get access to the video that I'm explaining right here. So generating leads. So I'm not just sending people to a random website. I'm sending people to a capture page where they can opt in to become a lead based on the information that I shared in the video that they just watched. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, you can leave them below. And also below this video, there will be a link where you can register to the webinar that I'm going to be doing on May 14th, where I'm going to be going into a lot more detail about how to market and get exposure using YouTube on the internet. So go ahead and click the link below, and you can register for the webinar. It's free. It's on May 14th, and I look forward to seeing you there. Talk to you soon. Bye.